Hello, let's get started. The first subject for today is history, standard and high level.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the presentation for history. Welcome, 10th graders. My name is Kevin McCoy, and I'll be presenting with my esteemed colleagues. And we're going to talk about history in the diploma program for SL and HL. So, what is required of you? Um, there are certain things from the guide, the official guide, some concepts you're familiar with, knowing and understanding, application and interpretation, historical skills, structure and research. So there are many facets. So a history student in the DP must be interested in why the world is the way it is, interested in human nature, organized, not lazy. How will we develop? The main thing is analytical thinking, followed by oral and written communication, evaluation and forming educated opinions, and writing intellectual essays. You'll all become experts in this. Uh, Next, the course will enable students to develop an understanding, which will contribute to the theory of knowledge element of the IB. You'll also have separate lessons on TOK. Finally, I just want to mention that many IB students also write their extended essay in history on an historical or history-related theme. Now I'll turn it over to my colleague, Mr. Vladimir Ripkin.
Hello, everyone. Yes, thank you, Mr. Kevin. And let's talk about what kind of things you will study in case if you will choose our subject in higher level or standard level. First of all, you will work with three papers, and paper one is about interwar years. It's a period of Japanese, German, or Italian aggressions, expansions, and it's mostly directed on source analysis. Paper 2 is the most significant part of our course. It's we will study and discuss the causes, practices, and effects of 20th century wars. First of all, First World War, Second World War, different civil wars, etc. And the second big topic for paper 2 is superpower rivalry and the Cold War. It's a period after the Second World War. Uh, it's most important part, most significant part, and it costs more, it weights more. And finally, paper 3, regional topics. Some students found it more interesting because these topics are very close to Kazakh history, because you will study modern Europe, including Russia and the USSR. You can see in this presentation many some kind of intellectual and good words like liberalism, nationalism. I don't know what does mean exactly, actually. I'm kidding. Yes, I know, but you will study all of them. And one more thing I would like to highlight here, it's internal assessment, another important element of our assessment, our program. You can be free in choice of your topic. You can choose the topic from Kazakh history. You will research, and your research skills will be developed through this investigation. That's from me, and Mr. Medet, please.
Okay. So, guys, we are going to. What will you do during the lessons? And mostly you're going to work with analysis of historical opinion. You'll write different works on causes and effects on different historical events. You'll help each other by independent learning and by peer assessment. How do you get through the program? In the first year, you'll be doing the majority of the syllabus, preparation for paper 1, 2, and 3, and internal assessment introduction. In the second year, there will be completion of your syllabus and internal assessment and preparation to the exams by the mocks, reviewing all the themes and topics, and then external assessments. So wish you good luck in this in your choice of subjects, and I hope you will choose, and me and my colleagues hope you will choose history and you will do great in history.
The next subject is social and cultural anthropology, standard and high level.
Hello, potential social and cultural anthropology students. My name is Mr. Aljan, and today I will tell you about social and cultural anthropology HL group and what you guys should expect if you would like to be in HL. So first of all, social and cultural anthropology is a very interesting field that has a lot of challenging ideas, controversial thoughts, and we don't have any restrictions in terms of topics we discuss in our lessons. So we can discuss, we can learn pretty much about everything. I mean, in terms of society, in terms of culture. So we look at different cultural perspectives and we try to challenge cultural assumptions. Uh, we have different aspects in our subject. First of all, we have big questions, which are called big anthropological questions. And there are six of them. And these questions, we look at them, we answer them throughout the whole course of our subject. And speaking about methods, we learn how to do participant observations, we learn how to do empirical studies of social groups individually and in groups or in pairs. We look at societies, we examine societies, we try to understand our own culture and try to analyze different aspects of our own culture. We also have nine key concepts, and these key concepts, they're like the skeleton of our subject. Skills that you guys would like to need for anthropology: reading in English, because you will read a lot. You will have to read ethnographies, different articles, textbooks, and you will also need to analyze and understand and discuss the material you read. Interest for current issues, understanding them, it means that we will also follow the news. We will analyze what's going on in the world right now from anthropological perspective. Uh, the whole course has like two parts, two versions, SL and HL. Miss Liliana will tell you about SL, and I will talk about HL.
In a standard level, the program is the same in the sense that in both programs we do anthropology, we do good anthropology. The difference is that we study less topics. In SL, we only studied 3 topics in the full 2 years. In paper 1, we do only 4 questions, no ethics section. In paper 2, in section A, 1 question regarding current issues, and section B, 1 question regarding the 3 topics. The main difference between 2 programs is the internal assessment. In a standard level, we have to do an observation and then a fieldwork extension. All of this happens in the first year of diploma, so if you choose anthropology in a standard level, you'll be over with your IA in year 1.
So in HL, we have 2 papers externally assessed. Paper 1 has 5 questions, and the second part of paper 1 is anthropological ethics. Part 1, as I said, consists of 5 questions, and paper 2 has 2 sections, section A and section B. Section A, 1 question requiring students to connect a key concept, area of inquiry, and real-world issue. So you guys, you will need to connect these 3 elements together. And section B is about writing essays from the remaining areas of inquiry. And we have 9 of them, but we will, in HL, we will study only 4 of them, as it's written here on the slide, that we will study 4 areas of inquiry, and for each area of inquiry, we will have its own ethnography. Also, HL students, they will do their internal assessment on their own. Individually, you will need to go to the field and you will need to explore your research question and data from your fieldwork. And now I would like to present to you two students from our HL group, Amina and Eldar, and they will tell you what skills you guys need if you want to be successful in anthropology HL.
Anthropology is a great class that includes many exciting activities, such as debates, discussions, many presentations, researches on indigenous groups. We have a lot of parent group work, so you have to be able to socialize. Bulk of the work is done as a self-education. You have to read a lot, annotate a lot, rewrite your own papers to develop your skills. In general, I'd like to say that anthropology is never boring, and even though it can be challenging at times, I believe that the learning process is worth the risk. Good luck.
What kind of students should take social and cultural anthropology? We are curious about the people across the globe, open minded, and like to read a lot. But by a lot, I mean it. However, if you do not like writing essays, this course might not be for you because all of the large assignments are papers with analysis and evaluation. However, if you too like to research how people act, societies form, and cultures interact, and also like to speak to people you might not know, you should also consider working on your time management, because this skill is crucial for success in anthropology.
You're going to hear now from Anel in a standard level. She's going to share her experience of the course.
Hello, my name is Anel and I'm 12th grade standard level anthropology student. And my impression about the course is purely positive because anthropology helped me not to gain only subject specific knowledge that could be applied, that could be used in exams, but skills that could be applied to real life, and it changed the way I look at things. Although anthropology is quite difficult and hard subject because that is a social science and it doesn't have like strict requirements, but with the help of our teachers, that is not a problem at all. My teacher for standard level is Miss Lydiana, and she is the best. She really cares about his students, and she cares that we really understood the concept, the task, the topic we're discussing. And she helped me during this year infinite amount of times, and I think it would be impossible to learn anthropology without her. So if you're worried about teachers, that is not a subject for a concern. Another thing I want to talk about is, as I mentioned, how anthropology changed my mindset. It's like people nowadays are value and care only about factual knowledge and factual information, so that they do not value people's experiences. But now, when after a year of studying anthropology, when I talk to people, I value their experiences, I value their culture, the worldview they might have, because anthropology gives you helps you to understand that everyone perceives the world differently, and the cultures and society's impact is immense. So now I'm able to talk with people about social problems and issues that are happening in real life, and I wasn't able to do that before. So now I can look at every issue through anthropological lenses, and I can say that I'm not subjective. At least I try to be to prevent bias when I'm discussing a problem with someone. So that is a really valuable skill that you might wish to have in anthropology may help you with that. I really advise you to choose anthropology. That is probably the best decision of my courses in my DP subjects. So I really, really enjoyed the course, and I'm still enjoying it. So I don't want you to miss that out. So I hope I helped you with the struggle of choosing the subjects, and thank you.
We hope that this video helps you choose wisely whether you want anthropology or not and in which level you want.
The third subject for today is Modern History of Kazakhstan, standard level only. Remember that the school offers this subject in Kazakh.
Сәлеметсіңдер ме 10 сынып оқушылары, мен сендерге Қазақстанның қазіргі заман тарихы пәнін таныстырамын. Қазіргі заман Қазақстан тарихы пәнін оқу барысында академиялық тілде, мемлекеттік тілде жоғары деңгейде сөйлеу, сыни тұрғыда ойлау және міндетті түрде зерттеу және 1 сағат study time мүмкіндігі бар. Пәнді оқыту барысында Қазақстан қабылдаған әлеуметтік, саяси және экономикалық реформаларға свод талдау жасау, деректерді талдау және бағалау және ораторлық шеберлік дағдын дамытуға баса назар аударылады. Рухани жаңғыру бағдарламасына сәйкес ұлттық бірегейлікті қалай сақтап қалуға болады және қоғамда сананың ашықтығын қалыптастыру жолдары қандай деген сұрақтарға жауап іздейтін боламыз. Пән бойынша мектеп түлегі Алуаны тыңдап көрейік.
Сәлем, егер сен бирлік, саясат, экономика туралы тереңірек білгің келсе, азаматтық позицияны қалыптастырғың келсе, дәлелдеу, сыни ойлау дағдыларын дамытып, сапалы білім алғың келсе, қазіргі заман Қазақстан тарихын таңда. Және егер сен Қазақстан тарихын таңдасан, сен азаматтық позицияны қалыптастырып, дәлелдеу, сыни ойлауды дамыту, Қазақстанның егемен мемлекет ретінде қалыптасу мен дамуын сипаттау, ішкі және сыртқы саясаттағы жетістіктерді мен қиындықтарды талқылау және ең маңыздысы аргументті сөйлеу мүмкіндіктеріне ие боласың. Ну и небольшое дополнение от меня. Когда-то я выбрала предмет истории Казахстана, и это мне помогло в окончании IB в целом. Теперь я могу свободно писать эссе, раскрывать свою точку зрения, подтверждать это аргументами и фактами. Также у вас будет 3 study time вместо 2 положенных.
Енді Әлиханның пікірін тыңдап көрейік.
Мектепті бітіргеннен кейін мен негізінде осы Қазақстан тарихын таңдағаным үшін өзіме ризамын. Себебі біз көптеген пайдалы ақпаратты өзімізге алдық, зерттедік, зерттеулер жасадық. Мысалы, қазіргі дүние жүзінде болып жатқан оқиғалардан кейін мен азаматтық позицияның қаншалықты маңызды екенін түсіндім. Және де осы курс барысында өзімнің жеке азаматтық позициямды қалыптастыра алдым. Біз әйгілі ұлт көшбасшылары туралы зерттеулер жасадық. Және де әркім мысалы бір көшбасшыны тыңдап, өзіне көптеген пайдалы ақпарат алды. Егерде сіздер билік, экономика, саясат туралы тереңдеп білгілеріңіз келсе, болмаса сіздердің болашақ мамандықтарыңыз осымен байланысты болса, онда сіздерді қазіргі заман Қазақстан тарихын тыңдауына шақырамын.
Ендеше қазақстандық патриотизм мен азаматтық жауапкершілікті сезінгің келсе, қазіргі замандағы Қазақстан тарих пәніне шақырамыз.
Our next subject is economics, standard and high level.
Hello dear students, my name is Mr. Almas, and with the help of my fellow colleagues from the economics department in our school, we will be telling you about economics subject in your diploma program. So what are the things that you need to consider when choosing this subject, what are the perks of choosing this subject, and maybe why you should really avoid this one. So we chose these pictures for our title slide in order to show you the main difference of economics in comparison to the other subjects from the group 3, which is individuals and societies. So like these subjects, in economics you also need to read a ton of materials. So your homework will mostly be about the reading, analyzing the text materials, and so on. However, you would also need to apply the more straightforward approach of the logical patterns and applying your mathematical skills which you received during your MYP years. So before I'll give the floor to my fellow colleagues, I would like to briefly break down the whole 2-year long diploma program economics course for you. So it consists of 4 different branches. The first one would be microeconomics, the second one macroeconomics, the third one is international economics, and the fourth one is economics of development. In microeconomics, we are focusing on single markets. We are focusing on the behavior of single firms or behavior of consumers, and mostly microeconomics is about thinking about one single product. In the macroeconomics, we will be focusing on the countries, or which should be more appropriately to put it by, would be to focus on economies. So these are the main topics in the macroeconomics, such as the GDP of the country, inflation, unemployment, inequality, and the policies which governments can apply in order to deal with above mentioned issues. The next one is international economics, and my experience shows that most of the students who just think about choosing the economics, they are mostly interested in the international because they are focusing on the international trade, like exports, imports, and probably one of the most interesting cases in economics would be the exchange rates, the currencies, how they behave this way and what kind of factors affect their behavior. And the first one would be the economics of development, which teaches you how economics can be applied in order to improve the quality of life, why some countries are rich and why some countries are poor, and how to make all of this stuff, all this development sustainable.
In DB economics, we focused on real-world issues through the 9K concept. There are scarcity, choice, efficiency, equity, well-being, sustainability, change, interdependence, and intervention. So in every unit we face with these concepts, and understanding of this concept is essential to be successful in DP economics. So how we develop your skills and which activity we will conduct during DP economics. First is developing research skills. We will conduct different projects. Sometimes we call them country projects. It mostly will be in macroeconomics unit. Next activity will be debates, where you will create your value judgments. Next, and very important activity will be essay writing, because where you develop thinking. Essay writing is a main assessment in the external exam. Analysis of the news article, very important skills in order to be successful in DP economics, because it's essential for internal assessment. Next, you will develop your communication skill in different discussion. You will discuss with your classmates or with teachers. And last activity will be presentations. Mostly you will do this presentation in team. All these skills very important and essential, not only for studying during the school, but also for your future life.
Hello everyone, my name is Miss Dinara. So in previous slides you already learned about concepts we are going to teach in DP economics and the type of activities we do there. So now I'm going to talk about why you should learn economics. There are at least three reasons why you need to learn economics, but if you want to know more, then you can click the link below to watch the video. So the first reason why you should learn economics is to make better decisions in your life. I think there are a lot of things that situations when we need to make decision. So if you learn economics, you can make those decisions better and maybe faster. The second reason why you should learn economics is to make, to gain practical knowledge. For example, if you choose economics HL, then you make a lot of you solve a lot of mathematical calculations. You do a lot of mathematical calculations, and you draw graphs, and that's a practical knowledge you need to gain. And actually, to understand the human nature, particularly to understand how people make decisions. And if you want to learn more, again, you can click the link below. And this is a video which is short, 4 minutes, so you can watch the video below. And the next slide is about for whom. So for students who actually like to be organized, to read and analyze the news, to have a battle in debate and to make reasons, who like to play strategic games, and who actually, the most importantly, is comfortable with mathematics and graphs. So if you like all those things, then economics is for you. But especially if you like, actually you like and you're comfortable with mathematics, the making difficult graphs, drawing difficult graphs, and calculating difficult mathematical uh, problems, then probably HL economics is for you. But all the other things is for SL students. So if you like those things, then probably economics is for you. And also, I would like to uh, pay attention to this Nobel Prize. Economics is the only social science that won a Nobel Prize. So probably if you like to make research in the future and to gain this medal, then economics is for you. So welcome, guys, and good luck.
Assessment. External one, aka final exams, is paper 1, 2 for SL and 1, 2, and 3 for HL. Now this is around 80% of your final grade. So paper 1 is an economic essay in which you use economic theory to provide arguments for and against. Paper 2 is more like an article based on which you're going to have questions and you're going to respond to them using analysis and calculations. Paper 3, only for HL, is based on data, and you have to analyze them, calculate, do some graphs, and then you have to suggest a policy to fix the situation. This is only for HL. Now, internal assessment, around 20% of your final grade, is like 3 articles from internet, from newspapers, and then you have to analyze them, 800 words each, and we do it in the classroom. Now, the final word, what to do after economics. So if you study economics SL, this would be useful for you to get skills to study business management or marketing and communication or politics. So you will get soft skills such as communication and presentation skills, and then many of our students study in those majors. These are the suggested ones. Now, if you study economics HL, probably you're gonna do more like a math hard skills, accounting or computer science, data analysis is very popular, or economics or banking. That's all for now. If you have any questions, please ask us, DP economic teachers.
And our last subject for today is geography, standard and high level.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Geography presentation with me, Payal Mishra, and my students Almat and Sultan. Why to study geography? Geography is considered to be a mother of all sciences. It's a dynamic subject that is firmly grounded in the real world situation, global issues, problems, solutions, and interactions between individuals, societies, and the physical environment. According to one of the students of the British School of Rio de Janeiro, geography is the only subject that has given me the skill to interpret and understand reality in a way that it will remain for a life. So in this concern, whatever a knowledge a student will gain, it will remain throughout his life. Why does geography matters? It is a successful career path. The career open to you as a geographer are many and diverse, not just as a teacher or a map maker. Geography is employable and many companies like the skills that you will bring to them. Here, if you will see in this slide, they are not only the examples of the teachers or the map maker or the cartographers. You can see the examples of the diplomat, operation managers, fashion designers, park rangers, pilot, sustainability directors, ecologist, weather forecaster, urban planner, and agriculturist. Now let's talk about the subject group. Geography comes under subject group 3 and it is being divided into 4 parts. The first one is internal assessment, that is a field work, which weightage for 25% for the SL student and 20% for HL students. Paper 1 is a structural question and extended answers question, which weightage is 35% for SL and HL both. So these are the options out of which 3 are chosen by the HL student and 2 by the SL students. Paper 2 is a structural question which has infographic, visual stimulus, and extended answer. Its weightage is 40% for the SL students and 25% for HL, but the topics are studied by both the groups. The paper 3 is HL extended answer question, which is weightage for 20% for HL only. So SL student don't attempt it. Now, when we talk about the geographical skills, before talking about them, who should adopt geography? Who are in habit of reading newspaper, listening or watching news like on CNN, Al Jazeera, BBC, and wants to keep themselves updated on the latest happening in the world? The student should have these skills: appreciation and the respect for the alternative approaches, viewpoints, and the different ideas. Global and international awareness in the several distinct global issues such as poverty, sustainability, inequality, and climate change. Ready to consider examples and the detailed case studies at a variety of scales from local to regional, national, and international levels. After the course, what the students will achieve: use of GIS tools, collect and select relevant geographic information, interpretation, analyze, and cartographic materials and images, research, process, and interpretation of data and information, evaluation of sources of geographic information, will able to produce written materials such as essay, reports, and investigations. The best reason for studying any subject is because you enjoy it. If you need a little more convincing, here are some great reasons from our students. So now listen to our grade 12 geography students and their experience.
Hello, my name is Almat, and I can characterize my geography experience as a very interesting and beneficial journey. The most important thing, I guess, are the skills and abilities that we have developed during this curriculum. We learn to interpret graphics, maps, infographics, and use the knowledge from them in our essays, in answering different questions. Also, one of the great features of geography is interdisciplinary content and that connection with real world, because we're willing to study a variety of concepts from environment to the economics at different scales, national, global, or local scales, and that really connects what we study with real life. And one of the big challenges of geography are the case studies, long case studies, but don't be afraid. I wasn't known as a great reader before the DP, but now in geography I developed my reading skills too, and I get used to obtain some knowledge from the text and use it during my geography assignments. And also, real-life situations are not only limited by the case studies that you are given by your teacher, but also everything that we face in everyday life, news, papers, it's also applicable in geography.
Elaborating your idea of interdisciplinary connection and case studies, the connection between the real life situations and examples used in the subjects of history and economics are very valuable for the curriculum of geography because they really are interconnected. For example, the International Economics Unit from Economics and Development are a great addition to the main curriculum of either subjects. With the help of case studies, you can increase your comprehension of context, or not only in geography, but also in economics and other humanities in the future.
Thank you, Sultan. So we look forward for energetic and international-minded students.
Dear 10th grade students, my name is Miss Ayim, and I'm going to present you the subject Business Management in DP program. Before I start introducing the subject, I would like you to look at these famous company logos and taglines and answer the questions. What are they produce? How do they produce? For whom do they produce? And do you know these companies? Okay, I hope you have the answers. So, business management is the coordination and organization of business activities of such companies. The role of the business is to combine human, physical, and financial resources to create goods and services in order to satisfy the needs and wants of people, organizations, and government. In the business management course, you're going to explore and learn and study different areas of business, like business organization, like types of the companies, HR management, human resources, which are related to the human resources, leadership, people management, workforce recruitment. Finance. This part is of the of BM is accounting and cash flows, literally related to the money, how it functions and how it is managed. Marketing, design, advertising, sales. It is finding the needs and wants of the customers or consumers in to sell those goods and services. Operations management. This is the production process, how to produce from raw materials and turn them into the finished goods and services. So it is about production lines. Business management is based on the case studies and real world examples. How are you going to learn this course? You're going to develop ATL skills and like analyzing, evaluation, communication, creativity, research, thinking. So you're going to do a lot of you're going to solve a lot of real world problems and work on the base of the case studies. You're going to do presentations, you're going to investigate, do research, analyze, and write essays. So ATL skills will be developed on the practical level as well. Why students need to choose business management? It gives you an opportunity to be creative, leadership, innovation, goal setting, strategic thinking. It's practical and universal subject. And in the future, you will have well-paid jobs in private firms, maybe in state firms. You're going to learn how to hire people, how to change their lives for better, how to be a successful business person. Differences between business management and economics. Economics is about society, business management about company. Math is required in both subjects, like calculations, linear functions. So, in the high level, it is a must to be successful in math. Business management is more practical and solving real problems, as I mentioned, whereas economics is more theoretical, abstract, and based on the assumptions. In business management, you're going to explore people skills, how manage them, and how to be a good boss, manager, and CEO. In the end of the 12th grade, you're going to have external assessment. Paper 1 is based on the long written response. It is based on the case study. It's based on the real life company case. Paper 2 is also long written response. It is essay. It is a response to some questions and plus calculations. So internal assessment, you're going to write the commentary on the base of the real world issue or problem. And then you will have a company research project, which should be 2,000 words. So you will be giving, or maybe you will choose yourself a company, and then you will have an issue related to this company, and you need to come up with a solution or solving that issue to that company. It could be Kazakhstani or international. So future opportunities while you study the business management, and after, you are expected a wide range of professions which are related to the business. It could be in human resources, it could be in international business, it could be in marketing, communication, finance, accounting. So it means your way to choose the profession of your future is wide open. And a lot of universities are offering business administration and business management courses worldwide. So I think you will have great opportunities if you choose and study business management course in your DP program. Okay, thank you for the listening, and good luck. See you on the business management course next year.